tribe becomes your brotherhood.
Pray for the blessings, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Pray for the blessings, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. I like the cash, I like the cars, I like the clothes, I like the work, I like the perks, I like the shows, I like the blow, I like the herbs, I like the snow, but I don't like the cops or the jails or the POs. I like the girls, I like the head, I like the throat, I like the ones who love to gag and start to choke. Damn. I like the shy, I like the more, I like the bold, but I don't like the dry or the ones who run from pole. I like the dance, I like the shake, I like the groove, I like the drink, I like the wine, I like the booze, I like the whites, I like the Asians, I like the hues, but I don't like the whack or the ones who got no moves. I like the long, I like the short, I like the real, I like the fake, I like the make, I like the feels, I like the dark, I like the tan, I like the pale, but I don't like the broke or the ones who got no spray. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. The Richie Mac show.
Welcome back to paradise. As I re-enter the land of smiles, I come to find out there's some cold, hard rules that could get you caught up in 2026 if you're on some goofy-ish. Thailand was, and still is, the ultimate freedom in my opinion. But, as of December 30th, the rules have changed. In the blink of an eye, the game in Thailand just got harder. A look, a comment, a DM, it could cost you 3 years of your life in a Thai prison. This is not clickbait. These are facts. Tonight, we're breaking down the black and white letter of the law with legal experts. If you're here or you plan to come here, you cannot afford to miss this episode. Ignorance is no longer an excuse. But we aren't stopping there. We're going deeper. In part 2, we're asking the question that keeps the internet talking. Once you leave the matrix, once you experience the love, the peace, and the options overseas, is there any turning back? We're talking to all men, but specifically to the brothers tonight. You've seen the world, you've dated outside the code. The question is simple. Once you go black, do you ever go back? And do our sisters have the same options abroad? They seem to think so, until reality sets in. We're going to bring people live up to tell their stories. We have the panel, we have the facts, and we have the new rules of engagement. This is not a drill. This is reality. Welcome to the Richie Mac Show. Let's get to work. Yeah. We are back in the land of smiles. Shout out to all the haters that thought that I was kicked out. They said he got kicked out, y'all. Man, all this day, man. The haters, man, y'all be working full time, man. But I love it, man. It motivates me. I did not get kicked out. Just so we're clear, I had to leave so I could change my visa status. Everyone has to leave. If you don't do it the right way, you can end up like some of these people we're gonna talk about today, man. It's a different Thailand, man. Now that I'm back, they got some 2026 rules for you. Man, it's almost like it's similar to the Matrix. But I got to tell you guys a funny story before I get started, man. First, shout out to the chat. I see all my people in there. B from Chicago. I always talk about Chicago having the best food. Can't argue with them there. That's my boring town. Shout out to Mr. E 1976. Leslie List, the Godfather of the Zoom tribe. All of y'all, man. Got to tell y'all something funny, man. As I'm making my way back into Thailand, my brother who's been divorced 3 times, I think. He said, man, I can't make this shit up. I'll show y'all. Y'all think I'm lying. He was literally crying. I got to show y'all that. Y'all probably think I'm making this up. He was literally crying. He said in these words, crying like a bitch. That's what he said. He said I was crying. I said, man, are you serious, man? Because you, he said, man, can y'all read that? Can y'all read it? Is it backwards? I don't know if it's backwards, but it looked like it's reading backwards. But he said, hey, bro, you guys are right. I couldn't believe this ish. I got on the plane going from Bangkok to Hong Kong. I was crying like a little bitch. The flight attendant even came over and asked me what was wrong because I was happy-go-lucky guy getting on the plane. I said, I'm going home, and I lost it. Man, you can't make this up. Shout out to my brother. I think he's back safe and sound now in the Matrix. So I'm coming, he's going, man. And as I'm coming in, man, shout out to Chocolate Man in Thailand. He might stop through. You know, because I'm up all night, like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning working, 5 in the morning working. And and so Chuck hits me, said, you hear about the new rules? You know, he hits me with the message. I'm like, dude, I already saw it. He goes, it might be a good thing for you to tell your audience. I'm like, why do you think I can tell my audience, man? You think my audience is like these? So he got this little joking thing. But this is no joke, man. They have changed the rules. And to me, it's a finesse to me. It's a finesseful setup to me. You know, because the rules now, like in some ways are worse than the Matrix. Like, for instance, like if you like staring at a woman or stalking a woman or something, you could get doxxed or, you know, maybe you could get a warning, but here they can lock you up for 3 years. Now, of course, would you get locked up for 3 years for staring at somebody? I highly doubt that. However, it is on the books that they can. So you couple that with being some, like, because we know we got goofy dudes out here, man. We got a dude that's so stupid. They know I can't get into the legal stuff because, you know, it was an ongoing thing. But y'all know there was this goofy, stalking, groupie type dude that just could not leave me alone, man. Till finally, you know, things went to where they went. Next thing you know, it's all bad. But the thing of it is, his dumbass went, because you think like people that act like they don't like mess with you, they don't watch your channel, but all the haters watch, man. They watch the throne, man, and I get it. I get the best content, and you can't do it, so you're gonna be hating on me, and that's fine. Get your little crumbs, but the bottom line is, you know, I show you guys my beautiful lawyers and how cool they were and all that. This idiot goes up. This idiot goes up to the law firm, causing a scene. I wasn't there. This is what my lawyers told me. Causing a scene at the law firm. Now, you got to remember, like, you know, the whole reason why I got caught up is because, you know, you don't tell, you don't snitch on people, you keep it in the streets, you keep it a buck. First of all, y'all don't ever listen to that BS, man. That's something that my man Ted told me when the thing went down. He said, you want to be a thug or a businessman, right? So, and it really made me think, man. It's like, you know, I should have initially just went right in, hit up the right people, and got it cleaned up. But because, you know, I'm raised differently, we don't do that. So I let it slide and da. But then everything got flipped around on me. And I remember the dude said this to me, man. The dude said, we playing chess now. He said, we playing chess now. So, and he's right. And I happen to be a very good chess player. Chess and backgammon are my 2 favorite board games, right? So we are playing chess now. So now, without saying any names, this clown went up to my lawyer's office, causing a scene. My lawyer has cameras like everybody else has cameras. So not only do they have him on camera being loud and aggressive and threatening, they immediately filed a police report. Immediately, like lawyers don't play that game. This dude's threatening us, and we're tied, and he's threatening us. So they immediately filed a police report. So dude is like, he said he playing chess. He made the wrong move. So Um, and on top of all the other goofiness that's been going on. So it's like, um, bad guys out, man. I can tell you, man, they getting rid of the bad guys, man. And fortunately, I was blessed enough to be one of the good guys. Another issue too, not an issue, but another thing too, we gotta get this straight, y'all. We gotta talk. Y'all be talking about, some of y'all be talking about, yeah, it's your fault. It's your fault. You brought these dudes out here and put it on me, right? I've been out here since 2020. I've been doing my channel since 2021. Nothing but top tier content, in my opinion. Most people say that. I try to make you feel like you're watching a TV show when you're watching Zoom to Thailand. I really like put my heart and soul into everything I do. Never heard a complaint. Now all of a sudden, it's my fault. Now in 2025, it became my 2021. It wasn't my fault. 2022 wasn't my fault. 2023 it wasn't my fault. 2024 sort of became my fault, and then in 2025 it's my fault. So but that goes to show you guys, man. It's like, the audience is fickle, man. They'll love you for one minute, then they'll blame you for other stuff. But this is even more serious what we're gonna get into today, man. We're gonna get into the law. We're gonna hear from my lawyers from Siam Legal. I'm gonna let them tell you directly from their mouth what it is. And then I want to hear from you guys like later on. And then segment 2, we're gonna talk about the sisters. They're grifting, not all, but they're grifting over here. Talking about how great it is and how they love this place and da-da-da-da-da. And then 3 months later, now they got complaints and this ain't right and the people didn't do this and all of this different stuff. So the question we're going to talk about, I'm going to bring you guys up from the panel too. I want to hear your stories, man. Once you go black, do you go back? Do you go back? Do you go back to the treatment, the way of life, the sisters, not just the sisters, just women in general in the Matrix? Once you leave the Matrix and you come to Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, Brazil, any non-English speaking country primarily, basically, once you come out and see that for yourself and experience it, do you go back to what you used to in the Matrix? I need to know. I need to know. And if you do go back, I need to know why. And if you don't go back, I need to know why not. So we're going to talk about that in the second hour. But the first hour, we're going to talk about these laws so you guys are clear, man. It's like you can get pressed and caught up over almost nothing now. And why is this happening? Because the goofies did goofy stuff, and now they got stuff on the books. That's what Thailand does. Like, I've never experienced racism in Thailand. I don't think they don't really look at race. They look at us all like you foreigners, all of y'all foreigners. Like, we don't, wherever you from, you don't speak Thai. You weren't born in this country. You're a foreigner. So you all get treated the same as a foreigner. The only people that get a different type of treatment other than foreigners, even though they're technically foreigners, are other Asians. They have like their own Asian thing. So you got like Vietnam, Japan, China, Malaysia. They're called Asian countries, ASEAN, where they have their own thing. Where like when Elle and I went to Malaysia, like I had to pay for a visa. Elle just walks right in. Speaking of Elle, that's another thing y'all was saying, man. Did they break up? Y'all be like, trust me, man. If we broke up, it would blow the internet up, man. But I'm sorry to disappoint y'all, man. But everything is still hunky-dory, man, as far as I know. But matter of fact, she should be. Oh, she knows I'm not eating. I'm fasting right now. But she's gonna stroll in here with her big old legs in a minute. So we're gonna get in, man. I'm gonna read a couple of these super chats, man. Let y'all know, man. First of all, I'm glad to be back. Thank you. And you guys, Fuquak was awesome, man. If y'all ain't seen the episodes on that, I got think another. They're gonna Thai Noodle. I was just talking about you, Thai Noodle. Come say hi to Leslie and everybody else. Come on, say hi with your big old leg. Oh, Ellen didn't finish her hair. You gonna let your hair? Oh yeah, you know we like that natural. You let it down, baby. Let it ride. You gotta let it flow. You gotta let it flow. You understand, Leslie Lynch? We like that. Shout out to Leslie. Yeah, shower finish. That's nothing too, man. I have never smelled a funky Thai person. Even the people that be at work, They work hard too, man. I ain't never like I got a different type of funk. I understand. I got to keep myself hydrated, deodorized, clean. You know what I mean? Because it'll hit you like a brick. I got that Hebrew slave funk. You know what I mean? So I gotta be on my P's and Q's, man. But I ain't never, ever. I don't think I ever in all these years ever. L, how many showers you take a day?
2.
2 showers a day. She keep it clean, man. She keep it clean. And most Thai people like, baby, the most Thai people takes you 2 showers a day, most Thai ladies?
Maybe look like about 90%.
90%.
80-90%.
They keep it clean, man. They keep it clean. Ask anybody been in Thailand, ask them. They shower before to get down and after to get down. Like they keep it clean, man. It ain't no Jamaica funk going on with the Thai. You understand me? But yeah, man. So you heard what Mr. 1976 said. Smash that like button like a button. We're gonna get it in today, man. I'm so happy. I'm back. My Thai noodle is back. So let's just get right into it, man. Let's hear from my lawyers at Sam Legal what exactly the rules are, and then I want to know what you guys think, man. Let's go.
Sam Legal. It's 2026, and the landscape in Thailand has again changed, especially with regards to sexual offences. This is the first of a 2-part series covering the new Sexual Offences Acts and considerations. Followed by the next part will be frequently asked questions and answers to give you factually based.
I mean, I gotta tell you guys, this fool actually went up there, got himself put on camera, and a police report filed on him, man. I mean,
scenarios backing up what could and could not be offences now within Thailand. My name is John. I'm a British and international lawyer, backed up by in-house Thai lawyers, barristers, accountants and consultants. My job here in Anglo-Sam Legal is the Client Affairs Manager. This morning I'm here with my colleague Ashley.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm a junior lawyer here at Anglo-Sam Legal.
Oh, wait a minute.
So today we're here to discuss...
Let's say the lead attorney's in the house, man. Y'all don't know, man. Shout out to the lead attorney. I got to stop this. Lead attorney, I'm trying to get him to come do a live stream with me. I miss him. We ain't did a live stream together in years. So I don't know where you at, Lee, but let me see. Is Lee in the chat? Man, y'all don't know how much I love like lead attorney, MTR. These are good brothers, man. It restores my faith in my people, man. Just good brothers, man. Lead attorney, we chat back and forth from time to time, but I haven't had him on in a while. Lead, if you out there, I need to go. Yeah, yummy. Yeah, there he is. There he is. My man Lee. Shout out to lead attorney, man. Y'all put a lead in the chat, man. Lee does these great these great reaction videos of people doing goofy stuff, and he calls the ball a ball and strike a strike. If you black doing some goofy stuff, he gonna talk about it. If the police are right, he gonna talk about it. If the police are wrong, he gonna talk about it. But Lee, check out these new. This is worse than the Matrix. Check this out, Lee. What's going on?
The major changes to Thai sexual offences, which came into force on the 30th of December 2025. We're already seeing via social media that these offences are being prosecuted, especially by public figures and those of notoriety. Please excuse me, I am going to read off the script today because these are new matters and I'm getting up to speed with these myself. So, if you live in Thailand or you're an expat living or visiting here, you must be aware of the Penal Code Amendment number 30.
Hold on, Lee. You see how many Lees are right in here? You see how much love you get? That's why I tell you, Lee, I feel like I got the best chat family on YouTube, man. It's all love, all positivity, man. They love you like I love you, man. Shout out, Lee. Look at this, man. Shout out to Lee, man. I love it. I love it. Let's keep
30.
going.
Took effect, as I said, December 30th, 2025. This is not a minor update. It radically shifts the legal landscape. The acts that were previously dismissed as minor nuisances or banter are now serious crimes with potential prison sentences. The law has also significantly closed loopholes regarding rape and sexual assault. Here's what we say is an easy to understand breakdown. One of the biggest ones is rape. The definition is now strict and all-encompassing. The law has modernized the definition of rape, legally termed sexual intercourse, to eliminate ambiguity. It is now gender neutral and covers acts previously categorized as lesser offences. Oral sex is now rape. The law explicitly states that penetration of the mouth by a sexual organ is rape. Previously, forced oral sex was often prosecuted as a lesser indecent act.
Wait, hold on. Lee, can we say these words? He's saying the R word, and he said, I mean, it's on his channel, so I guess it's okay, man. But I mean, he's saying the actual words, so I don't want to get demonetized for this, man. It's gonna be a good stream.
Object penetration. Rape now includes the penetration of the genitals or anus by any object. That includes fingers, sex toys, or any body part. Active and passive. The law covers forced acts in both directions. Forcing a victim to penetrate the offender is now prosecuted as rape. Surgically constructed organs. The law explicitly recognizes surgically constructed genitals for trans individuals.
I mean, they're covering everything. They're covering the surgically this, the that, they basically saying every little step you take, they're gonna be right there.
As sexual organs. Sexual violence and offences against trans individuals is fully prosecuted as rape. Marital rape. There is no exception for spouses. Forcing a spouse to have sex is criminal rape. Here's a new offence: sexual harassment. We've probably all heard about it in the West. We've probably all governed about it in our home countries. It's here now in Thailand. For the first time, sexual harassment is a specific criminal offence in Thailand. This targets acts that cause annoyance, shame, or fear, even without physical contact.
I mean, that's beyond the scope of things, man, because if anybody's been to Pattaya, man, it's like they harass us, you know what I mean? And that's the fun part about it. It's funny because the shoe's on the other foot. Now, I don't know how it got so deep and how it got so serious, but to me, it's like for you to open up that net so much, I feel like, you know, you dating somebody, they might get mad at you. You might have broke up with them. They might be upset. They might ring the alarm on you. That's the whole thing about getting out the matrix, is like, so you don't have that unnecessary stuff. Now, I think Thai people are a lot more honest and forthgoing, but I honestly believe at the end of the day, women are all emotional. And if you do something the wrong way to them to really offend them or shame them, this could be happening to you too. You dig?
So what counts as harassment? Catcalling, making lewd jokes, commenting on someone's body, unwanted flirting, whistling, leering, intrusively staring, making suggestive hand signs, sending unsolicited lewd messages, obscure pictures, or sexually charged comments on social media or apps. Persistently following, watching, or monitoring someone online or offline. General harassment penalties are up to 1 year in prison. Repeated acts of stalking, if you disrupt someone's daily life, the penalty doubles to 2 years in prison. Online public harassment harasses someone in public or via computer systems, social media, Line, WhatsApp, etc., up to 3 years in prison.
You hear that, goofies? You hear that, goofies? Any of you guys do some goofy stuff like bothering, threatening, harassing? This ain't just women. It's for anybody. You do any kind of online goofiness, they'll get you up out of here, man. And we know who's next.
This is a significant piece of legislation, and it is all-encompassing. What people did yesterday or the day before is now potentially criminal offences for which you can face lengthy periods in custody. And remember, if you're sentenced to 30 days or more in Thailand, you can be deported and undoubtedly you will be blacklisted. So the ramifications...
Why I gotta
Hi, I'm Ashley.
Why I gotta be blacklisted?
I'm a junior lawyer here at Anglo-Siam Legal.
So today we're here to discuss the major changes to Thai sexual offences, which came into force on the 30th of December 2025. We're already seeing via social media that these offences are being prosecuted, especially by public figures and those of notoriety. Please excuse me, I am going to read off the script today because these are new matters and I'm getting up to speed with these myself. Object penetration.
We went through
We've
all
probably
that.
all heard about it in the West.
We know about the penetration.
Persistently following, watching, or monitoring someone
Following,
online
watching, or monitoring someone. How do you quantify that? Lead, I need some help. How do you quantify that? Like, so you can't even. What if you guys walk in the same direction? I'm just thinking of extreme circumstances, man. This makes even me nervous.
offline. General harassment penalties are up to 1 year in prison. Repeated acts of stalking, if you disrupt someone's daily life, the penalty doubles to 2 years in prison. Online public harassment, harasses someone in public or via computer systems, social media, Line, WhatsApp, etc., up to 3 years in prison. This is a significant piece of legislation and it is all-encompassing. What people did yesterday or the day before is now potentially criminal offences for which you can face lengthy periods in custody. And remember, if you're sentenced to 30 days or more in Thailand, you can be deported and undoubtedly you will be blacklisted. So the ramifications are not just the sentence itself, it's what comes after. Are you going to be made to leave Thailand? Can you come back to Thailand? This is significantly important if you live here with a family or in retirement. It affects how your life will continue.
So basically, it's good guys in, bad guys out, man. So you got to remember, back during COVID, when they didn't think that they were going to ever get their tourism back to the way it was, they had no idea it was going to surpass what it did in 2019. So now that they're like over flooded, like, you know, they have certain problems with certain groups of people, not going to say any particular races, but there's a few different races, not black, that have really been acting out. So they're gonna start with them first and then work their way out.
New powers of workplace and abuse. The law is particularly harsh on those who abuse a position of authority. This section serves as a strict warning to managers, teachers, employers, etc. If harassment is committed by someone in a position of power over the victim, for example, a boss harassing a subordinate or a teacher harassing a student, the penalty increases to up to 3 years imprisonment. Indecent acts versus harassment. It's vital to understand the distinction between the new harassment law and the existing indecent law acts. Harassment is no touching, so it can be verbal, visible, digital. Indecent acts are touching. Any sexual touching that stops short of penetration, for example, groping, grabbing, hugging, or kissing without consent, is charged as an indecent act. The difference, an indecent act is a much more severe offence than harassment, carrying up to 10 years prison. Do not mistake unwanted touching for harassment in the eyes of the law. It's a major crime. The courts, after sentence, can introduce protective orders, essentially stopping you or restraining you from attempting to contact, following, harassing, etc., the plaintiff or the complainant for up to 2 years. Breaching these orders is a breach of the order and carries a further 6 months. Again, you'll all recognize these offences from back home, whether you live in Australia, Germany, America, UK. We all have very similar legislation. Now, Thailand has it too. General bullying. Now, this is a...
So basically, it's like it's turning into the Matrix. You know, I never thought I would see just bam turn into the Matrix. Yeah, this is definitely shocking and surprising, man. We're gonna read these super chats, man. Let me let him.
Big one too. Legal change to section 397. The amendment also updates the law regarding general bullying or intimidation that is not sexual in nature. The offence is where acts
Flyboy Way in the building. Shout out to Flyboy Way, my guy.
Cause shame, annoyance, or persecution. The penalty is financial. However, if it occurs in public or in front of officials, you can be imprisoned up to 1 month. In summary,
and let me, guys, before he goes in the summary, you guys got to understand, like, when you get in a tie, it's not like America where you get, you know, cable TV, and I can't believe it, man. Like my partners at home that be locked up, man, they get the fights, pay-per-view events, they get to make their own little meals, and they get to really get down, man. Like, you know, I've never been to prison, thank God. Closest I've been is a holding tank, thank God. But man, they can turn prison into a place that's doable for some people that's used to that type of lifestyle. But in Thai prison, there's no parole, there's no let me talk to my lawyer, there's no take a deal. It's like the deal you get is what you get, and they give serious prison time for drugs. But this is a whole new thing, so we're gonna see how this turns out.
the teasing defense is dead. We all, including expats, must adjust our behavior to align with these strict standards. Intent versus impact. It doesn't matter if you didn't mean it or were just joking. The law judges this based on the impact on the victim and what a reasonable person in Thai society considers offensive. So, for a UK national, it's a reasonable person's test. The man on the London bus. Digital footprints are dangerous. A lewd text, message, comment, picture on social media, etc., or via line, WhatsApp, you name it, is punishable by up to 3 years in prison. Strict consent. With the definition of rape expanded, the age of consent is strictly enforced. Assume nothing. Ensure clear, enthusiastic consent in all interactions. Zero tolerance in the office. Professional boundaries must be absolute. The enhanced penalties for abuse of power mean the workplace affairs or flirting with subordinates carry immediate risks. Now, don't get me wrong. I work with a brilliant team here, both male and female. Do we have banter? Do we have a joke in the office? Yes, we do. However, now we all have to look at this.
That is true. Like I joke with my lawyers and my attorneys. I joke with my caddies. I joke with everybody. We have a lot of fun. But this is like, you know, I wish Lee would come on. Lee, you want to come up? Can I give you the link, Lee, so I can get your thoughts on this? Lee, you want to come up randomly and give a little thought on this? I send you the link. Lee. You can just say no if you don't want to, but if you do, Lee, I would love for you to just write in link, and I'll drop it right now so you can come in. And then at the end of this, you guys, when we go to part 2, when we start talking about would you go back to dating women in the Matrix once you're being out there, even with this law being said, would you go back? He's right. He gives females more power. But you got to remember, though, in fairness to the women out here, man, you don't know, man, the type of stuff that they deal with just because a lot of men know that they can. They know that they can get away with it and do, you know, things that they know they can never do at home. I'm just curious to find out what prompted this. I've been in Fuquoc. I don't know what prompted this type of what's his face? He said Cambodia wins. I don't know. We're gonna see. He said street vloggers and yeah, man, y'all, what's that called that they do to young dudes? What's it, Risen or something with Riz in it? Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it, man. All of the hijinks and shenanigans that's about to be up out of here, man. But what Lee say? Lee say, so if she says you did it, then you see. That's what Lee. I'm gonna send you the link, Lee. I'm gonna see if the link gonna come up, because even Lee, who's like serious, knows the law and looks at it from both sides. Lee can't do nothing for you out here. Lee all Lee can do is tell you what he thinks. Like even here, you have to be. This is why like this guy John was my lawyer, but when it came time to go to court, you need a Thai person. even though he's a lawyer in his country, in Thailand, your lawyer has to be Thai. So that's like super important. So you gotta know that going in straight off the gate. I'm gonna lay this down for Lisa. Shake down. I'm gonna read some of these super chats while I see if Lee wants to cam up and give his thoughts on this, because this is past the Matrix in my opinion. So so the first up on the super chat is the E1976, man. He always, him and Leslie are always first or second, but he got his own special 2026 lead in for Mr. E1976. Let go.
Yeah. E76 in 2026, showing love to that ninja rich. Yeah, cheers to you and all that you do. Yeah, cause I'm still in the mix. E76 in 2026, showing love to that ninja rich. Yeah, cheers to you and all that you do. Yeah, cause I'm still in the mix.
Shout out to E1976. My guy always coming through with the first or second super chat. Shout out to you, E1976. I love that song, man. I might still use that for one of my episodes of Zoom to Thailand, man. Or the Richie Mack show, man. What y'all think of the Richie Mack show? I got a new episode coming up tomorrow. If YouTube don't hit me with the yellow check mark, you know how YouTube do. You know how they do with you. And also my super chats, I'm toning them back a little bit so I can keep my live streams monetized, because I was going for it. Because this was my mentality was like, you know what? I make more on my super chats than I do on the stream. So I'm just going for it, man. But now I'm like, I can still do it and have a balance and make people still happy. You know what I mean? Like Leslie's super chat, because he's the godfather of Zoom Drive. His is a little, let's see.
It's about the godfather of the Zoom tribe. Leslie Lynch, aka Godfather. Taylor is over the Zoom tribe where we get live. Take all the women on social media, keep him to himself. He's the godfather of the Zoom tribe, where he retains his wealth. Mount Vernon, New York is where he dwells. Play basketball with Denzel. Donate to me and L. We love you, Leslie Lynch.
We love you, Leslie Lynch. Shout out to Leslie Lynch. He gets his own. But Leslie, now that I made him his special ones, Leslie, every other day he's sending me, this is the new one, Les, I cannot put women that are not clothed on the super chat. I can't do it. They demonetize me, man. So I can't do that. Anything that looks like that, I can't do it. But I can do those for you, man. Shout out to Leslie Lynch. Bernard Hoyt always sends me something here and there, $5 here, $2 there, man. Bernard's gonna get his own too. But right now, I'm gonna give him the Chocolate Sister, man. We had a lot of conversation about that, man. Do y'all like the Chocolate Sister? Well, this is beyond chocolate. This is dark, deep chocolate. But shout out to Bernard. Shout out to Blue Black, man. Do y'all like Blue Black? I think that skin is beautiful. But at night, that would scare the shit out of me, though. Like, Blue Black is beautiful, but, man, that's what we call in the hood Blue Black, man. Shout out to Blue Black. She's beautiful. Let me know what y'all think about Blue Black. Escape Chick is in the building. Another one of my OG partners. He said it's gonna be a lot of bar girls. Shout out to Escape Chicks, man. Escape Chicks, he came out here to Thailand and hung for a minute. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Escape Chicks. He always does great content, man. Always sending love and showing love. I'm gonna give him the $5 holler, man. Escape Chicks, are you in the dwarfs, man? I'm dwarfs. They don't look like the ones like we grew up with. They got something popping. This is what I do for the $5 hollers. You get the dwarfs. Dwarfs.
Cute little dwarf, short little dwarf. Everybody loves to see the cute little dwarf. Cute little dwarf, short little dwarf. Everybody loves to see the cute little dwarf. Dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They eat a lot of veggies and they don't eat spaghetti. They're in the woods with a lot of heavy metals. I guess they call them little cause their growth is really stunted. Cute little dwarf, short little dwarf. Everybody loves to see the cute little dwarf. Cute.
Hey, I like my little dwarf. Shout out to Escape Chicks for that, man. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you. Good to be seen. You did. Biscuit Brisket. This first time a white man been on something. Y'all don't know Biscuit Brisket, man. That's my boxing trainer in LA, man. Italian dude, funny as shit. Married to a black woman, black Brazilian. So like the jokes he makes, man, he's family, dude. He's hilarious. He is one of the funniest people ever. Love him, miss him. Can't wait to see him. Can't wait to get back to some of that pizza. Thank you for the $2 holler. Thank you for the $2 holler. What we got for $2? What we got for the $2 holler? Lead, I got this from Guap, man. Guap has the best. Guap is the best at this, but I'm gonna give him the thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Shout out to Biscuit Brisket. And the last one we're gonna move on after this is Cesarino. What does Cesarino say? Cesarino says, if their judicial system operates similar to America, the laws will only affect the males. The Thai women have nothing to worry about. Oh, I can see that. I mean, I think this law is primarily for males. I can see that. I can see that. Let's let them finish and we can move on to our next segment, which will be, do you go back?
I don't think we're going to change very much in the office because we work in a good situation. None of the jokes or banter or offensive or of a sexual nature. We just enjoy what we do.
Now, but then how do you know which is offensive? How do you know? Because black people are some of the most sensitive people ever. You make any kind of joke, everybody's uncomfortable. Like they can't make jokes, you used to be like a word, the black dude, the Polish dude, and the Italian dude walking the bar. Those kind of jokes now, everybody's super sensitive, can't tell a joke. Now, don't get me wrong, certain things you just can't say. But, I mean, people are so sensitive, you just don't know. And my whole thing, the only thing I worry about with this is will they turn this into a hustle? Because in the Matrix, women have 3 different hustles. It's the divorce hustle. It's the marriage hustle, and it's the he did something bad to me hustle. And these hustles, even if they don't get found guilty, people still have to pay a lot of times. So when you have money and people know you have money, you become a target. I remember a show I produced called Bagging with Corey Holcomb. And I like to say I was the first person to discover Corey Holcomb. This was before he was on Wild 'N Out. He was on my show Bagging, which was basically Wild 'N Out. Shout out to Nick Cannon. I told him what he did. He said he didn't do it, but all right. Shout out to Nick Cannon. But it's just been like it turned into a hustle. So I'm just worried about a woman can get mad and just say he woo 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 woo. You know what I mean? And they're not going after the women like Charizno said. They're going after the men. And who's the one with the money, generally speaking? So that's what makes this a little bit uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, because you just feel like, am I coming all the way over here to get caught up in a twist? But like the lawyer says, like, you know, they have banter, but how does he know when the banter turns to a different level?
That is perfectly all right. When you overstep the mark, that's when the problems can assist. So, Ashley, obviously these new rules and laws are now in effect. We started to see on social media that celebrities,
Yes.
movie stars, etc., politicians are already using these new offences. From your point of view as a Thai lawyer, how do you think this is going to change the concept of the law in Thailand, and what's your kind of take on it?
Okay. So firstly, I would like to mention about the rational necessity of the most recent Amendment Act to the Criminal Code as set out in the Statement of Principle and Reasons, which was prepared during the drafting process. And I quote from the statement that this amendment responds to the increasing prevalence of sexual violence and sexual threats in society.
Now that's what's crazy. Like, I had never ever heard of any type of violence or anything like that out here. Honestly, I've never even heard of it. Like, never seen. Even when I've seen arguments drag out. I've seen one time I was on in Bangkok on Sukhumvit walking, and it was like 4 dudes talking to a lady boy, and they wasn't really getting along with the conversation. I don't know what it was about, but they definitely had their thing. So if they have an argument like that and it goes bad, like, you know, how does that work? You know what I mean? That's another thing too, man. You know, lately, not trying to sing out anybody, but a certain faction of group of people have been like getting attacked by lady boys. And, you know, they say because they don't pay them or whatever that they do. Certain faction group of people out here don't adhere to the rules and the laws. Like they'll say, okay, so a massage out here costs roughly 300 baht, which is like $10, $11 for a 1 hour massage, y'all. I've been saying this for 4 years. They're gonna go up on the price eventually, but it's still about 300 baht. You know, some dudes, I've been in there, I've seen it happen. Dude will get his massage and don't want to pay. Be like, you know, I don't feel like it was worth it. I'll give you 200 baht, which is like, you know, $6. And they can just do what they want, you know what I mean? And now, you know, the Thais are fighting back, man. They like, you know what? Now we got the law. Now we got the law on our side. So F around and find out. Shout out to the technical brother. He said, what up, Richie? All good things must come to an end. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good thing. Doing what people were doing, if it was offensive, it's definitely not a good thing. But fun things like having fun and not you know, not doing it to break any laws, but doing it because it's just fun. You know what I mean? They grab they grab us literally. But if you grab them back, hey, you could get caught up, man. Everybody got to be on their P's and Q's, including me. It's just for the technical brother right here.
I cannot meet you na because I have to work hard na. I have to take care of my family, my cow and my buffalo. Now my buffalo sick เนี่ยตัวขาวจั๊วเลยตอนนี้กลายเป็นควายดอดหมดแล้วเนี่ย Can you send me money ได้ไหมอ่ะอ๋อชื่อขาวเหรอสวยไหมคะ
My buffalo sick
นี่นะคะ You want to? Come now.
So what's my man said? All that Johnny Somali issue is over. Yeah, I was just looking at that, man. Johnny Somali and the Russian dude Vitaly are still in jail, man. And I think they had a lot to do with prompting this because before they didn't really have laws in place. They would just usually just because Thai people just want chill, man. They don't want to be putting you in jail. They don't want a bunch of stuff, and you have to literally force their hand for them to do that. But now with this law.
Yeah. Under the previous law, such conduct was treated merely as a minor offense, punishable by a maximum of 1 month's imprisonment or a fine that up to 10,000 baht. Now, this lack of clarity makes the law ineffective in the practice and fails to adequately protect victims of sexual harassment or to enable effective prosecution. So as someone who was once a law student, there are many court precedents on sexual offense that were applied in the past cases that are outdated. For example, in the distinction between the offenses of rape and indecent acts that depend on whether the offender intended to commit sexual penetration or not. Now, if we classify the sexual offenses into 3 categories in order to severity, they consist of rape, indecent acts, and sexual harassment. And when we consider it together with the fact that this is the first time that we have a legal definition and a specific offense of sexual harassment, which covers any act that does not amount to an indecent act. Such conduct includes physical actions, verbal acts, stalking, or any other means, whether occurring in public or online. This definition therefore operates as a newly established safeguard, which is designed to address sexual offenses as comprehensively as possible. So in my opinion, this definitely represents a significant advancement in Thai law.
Thank you. Now, we live and work in and around a entertainment area and an area in Pattaya where we have a lot of expats, foreign travelers. Now, we all go out for walks every day. We all go to different locations to eat, socialize, etc. You and I will both have seen how everybody acts. You can only walk down some streets in Pattaya, in the famous zones, and, you will be, as a man, you're grabbed by a lady.
See what I'm saying? He knows.
You'd be grabbed in the bum, or they go for something else, and vice versa. Men will do that to some of the girls that are in the service industry. How will this law affect, technically, if a lady grabbed me and I didn't want it, or if I grabbed a lady in that situation, this law is going to encompass that as sexual acts and harassment.
Yes.
So in effect, people going about their daily lives, we can be offended as tourists, as expats and people living here where we're grabbed and groped unwantedly. On the other side, if we do the same to the local population and those who are employed here, if they take offence, they can prosecute. Many things are changing. I can't see how the landscape in Thailand is going to change yet. These new laws are just coming into force. Will it change the interactions between expats and Thais? Will it change the interactions between entertainment venues and the industry, publicly or privately? It's open to interpretation. This could have a severe impact on many people, or many people may just dismiss and get on with their daily lives. But at the end of the day, these rules are here and they're in force. And I think, especially for the first few months, it's going to gain notoriety, and there are going to be allegations, charges, and prosecutions. Now, in part 2 of this, I'm going to go through
He said there are going to be charges, allegations, and prosecutions. You hear this, y'all? From something as easy as looking to she can touch you, but if you touch her back, that's it. That's the only thing I'm worried about, man. Is this a law to protect people, or is this going to be a hustle? That is what my concern is of how that's going to work, man. I don't get it. Shout out to KJ. KJ say, Andrew, you are right. I've been traveling since 1995. Every time we talk about good things, it's fine, but when things go wrong, we're to blame. Well, not all of us, just the goofy ones, because this dude, Thailand has been Thailand. People been coming here since the Vietnam War. So, for this to happen now, it had to have went beyond a boiling point for people to have to, put this on the book. I want to know what prompted it. That's what I want to know, because in a little while we might be. I mean, I'm back now, but I'm always when I was gone and I wasn't sure about what was going to happen with my visa status. I was looking at different places, man. I was already like setting up like I was in Vietnam, Malaysia, everywhere looking around just in case, man, because But at the same time, no other place will allow any of the goofy stuff that goes on in Thailand, especially Pattaya. So, you know, they're just catching up to everybody else, in my opinion. But shout out to KJ 1020331. I'll give you the Venezuelan. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that. Thank you for that super chat. I wish him like a would say it's all about the you. What's the you? I wish him like a would. What is that? What's about the you? What is that? I don't know what that is, but till I figure it out, I'm gonna give you like okay. I'm gonna give you guys an example from my Patreon. Like this is my caddy. You guys don't know one of my caddies. Now, could I get in trouble for this?
Yeah, there you go, baby. Throw that. Let them know. Let them know, Huey. Let them know. Who got the number one through? Who got the number one through? Hey, she knows she got the number one. Huey got the number one. No, that's number one, baby. Y'all write in and let us know. Is that the number one through?
All right, now that right there, we play and have fun all day long. Now, can homie go from like having fun doing it and then later on go, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't like the way you woo 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 with the woo woo woo. How does that work? Shout out to him, wish him out like a would. But that's what the things that I'm worried about. What if this about the stuff I did in the past? Like, is any of that stuff like, is that crazy? Oh, he said the Miami Hurricanes. Them Canes, boy. Miami Hurricanes, man. Y'all don't know, man. Miami Hurricanes, back when Michael Irvin and them was playing, it was balling. University of Miami. Thank you guys for letting me know. I didn't know what. Hey, everybody telling me University of Miami. He said you go to jail. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's the thing that's weird. But even though we switching our content anyway, we know we got the Richie Mack show. But we still gonna be zooming to Thailand. But I'm saying, but before, so we're clear, man. Let me make this clear. So before, when it was zoomed to Thailand, that was 5 years ago. Couldn't go nowhere else. We were stuck. Everybody was in the house. But now I'm moving around, man. So I can't zoom to Thailand and Malaysia or Singapore. I gotta be able to do the Richie Mack show and do it everywhere, man. Y'all gotta check it out, man. For y'all that missed the open, let me show you the new intro. Show you the new intro for the Richie Mack show. Be ready for this next episode. You dig?
Two real brothers, greater than 20 surface friends. So yeah, brotherhood exists, but you don't start with it.
We got to get right into it, y'all. Y'all ain't got time to wait. Let's get to the.
That tribe becomes your brotherhood.
Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mack show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mack show or go to church. Either way, it all works. I like the cash, I like the cars, I like the clothes, I like the work, I like the perks, I like the shows, I like the blow, I like the herbs, I like the snow, but I don't like the cops or the jails or the POs. I like the girls, I like the head, I like the throat, I like the ones who love to gag and start to choke. Damn. I like the shy, I like the more, I like the bold, but I don't like the dry or the ones who run from pole. No. I like the dance, I like the shake, I like the groove, I like the drink, I like the wine, I like the booze, I like the whites, I like the Asians, I like the hues, but I don't like the whack or the ones who got no moves. I like the long, I like the short, I like the real, I like the fake, I like the make, I like the feels, I like the dark, I like the tan, I like the pale, but I don't like the broke or the ones who got no spray. For the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. The Richie Mac show.
Y'all be wondering where I get my hat. That's where I got it, in Malaysia. Got my hat in Malaysia because like everybody got a baseball cap. Everybody got a golf cap. I said, I got to be different, man. I want to be different. So this is part of the Richie Mac look with the sunglasses, of course. He said you might need to change some of those lyrics. I know, right? So we're gonna move on to part 2 now, man. You guys, for the second hour. We're gonna try to keep this thing 2026. I'm gonna try to keep this thing on schedule and moving. Now we got to get into the next part of this. We got to get into, once you go black, will you go back? Will you go back? Let me see if I can bring up this sister. I don't know. See that for the Richie Mac show, man. I finished the episode. I'm gonna put it on my Patreon because oh yeah, make sure y'all join the Patreon, man, so I can show y'all things I can't show you here. Oh, here it is. Okay. There it is. Because the sister is like, she's saying they saying for the white guys, like, you know, not the blacks, not the Asians, not the Hispanics, but for the white guys, they ready to bust it open. Let me see. There it is. See what she says, you guys. See what you guys think about this right here.
Is it true that once you go black, you never go back?
But the real question is, once a black man, now I got this James Brown playing. I don't want to get hit with the copyright strike, but that's her question. Her question is, once you go black, will you ever go back? Now I gotta take this down. I don't know if this is if she's showing too much cleavage or whatever. I'm trying to be brand correct. She's saying once you go black, you don't go back. But us as black men who grew up on black, or even if you're not black, if you dated black and you leave the matrix, and not just black, it's just matrix-minded women. You could be anything, Asian, Hispanic, black, white, anything in the matrix or English-speaking countries. Once you leave Thailand, once you leave the U.S. or any of those countries and come to a place like Thailand, Colombia, Brazil, Brazil's becoming a lot heavily feminist as well, but even Brazil, anywhere outside the matrix, and you've dated and you've experienced, like, Elle, what you eat? What you eating with your big old leg?
Egg, bacon, and green.
Egg, bacon, and green? All right, she's eating egg, bacon, and green. But how do I go back to arguing? I'm going to tell you guys, man. I had one of the baddest fitness chicks, body so cold, like anywhere we go, whether it's on a boat cruise or the beach or anywhere where she peels off, all other women do this. That's the one thing about women, though. They'll give it up. Like women see a woman that really got it popping, they give it all the way up, and they would literally bow down to her because she had it cracking. And we was like two teenagers going at it all the time. But this was this was so messed up. It overrode all of that stuff, man. It's like I couldn't go back to that. Thai noodle. That's what I'm on right now. The Thai noodle. Yeah, I'll call you. I mean, I personally can't go back. Like to whether it's a French fitness chick or a black girl or even Hispanic. Like in LA, Hispanics was like that's all I was on. Anybody grew up with me know. Like that was it. It wasn't really with the Asians for me, even though I've been dating Filipino girls since high school. But the Hispanics, and they still got a soft spot for that. But to go back to that mentality, I had this Spanish girl, man, with so much body, built like a sister, Spanish, and man, I used to be like, I pursued her for feel like years, and she would keep dangling the carrot. You know what I mean? Like, let me know you keep it up, you will get there. But it was just always, you got to go through this hoop, you got to go through that hoop, and it was just. Let me see if I got a shout out, because you guys know, like when I tell my stories, like I back mine up with facts. If y'all didn't watch the documentary I did called Still Single, let me see. I did this documentary called Still Single. Okay. Still Single, a divorced man's journey to understanding women. Okay, here it is. What is this? Single blue. Let me see if I can pull this up for y'all right quick. Right quick. Let me see right quick. Let me see. And in this shot, you can't really tell like how much body she got, but I'm gonna give you guys a thing. Okay, so I did this documentary, right? And I put together a group because in my mind, I'm always like thinking ahead. Like I'm gonna have a still single girls group, right? So I put this together, all different nationalities, white, black, mixed, Hispanic. But can y'all see my y'all can't see my thing hovering up. So the one on the left, next to the girl in the stripes, that one. Body was crazy. The one in the middle, Britt, she was cold too. Britt was like, she really wanted like some mentorship type stuff. The other girl, the blonde with the what's her name pants, the flowered pants, the red flower pants, she I think became a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader back in the day. I don't know what she's doing now. Nick Cannon seen her, is like, we putting her on the show. I think he brought her on Wildin' Out and all of that stuff, man. But the one second to the end on the left with the black tie, I got another. I can't remember her name. If I knew her name, I could can't remember. It's been so long. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Okay, which one is this? Cover 5. All right, let me show y'all, man. If y'all don't want to see this, put a 0 in the chat. If you want to see this, put a 1 in the chat so I'll know what we're doing, because we about to get into this going back thing, but I'm showing y'all examples of why I won't go back. Okay, so, and this ain't the best picture of her. This is on a photo shoot. This isn't the one that we actually use, but just showing you guys. Okay, so once again, in Hollywood as a director, so I'm the director, so I'm in power position. So I made a point never to cross any lines while we're working together. But after work is done and you're not working no more, then But if you are dealing with somebody while you're working with them, at least in California, that can be considered whatever that word is. But afterwards, we good. So which one do y'all like, man? So I'm gonna give you guys so the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, face caught up on the left, the thick Latina. Second to that, Brittany's in the middle. I know y'all gonna like Brittany. And then this girl, the blonde, I don't remember her. The black girl, I can't remember her. and then the little one sitting down. She might y'all put the ones. I see the one. Theo Wop said, I will. Shout out to Theo Wop. Yoda's in the building. Yep, Britt Lucio. Yes, that's Britt. Yes. Okay, so y'all know I ain't making this shit up. Let me see if I can find some Britt. Y'all know who that is. But she ended up blowing up, man. I don't know what she's doing now, man. Shout out to Britt. But let me see. But Britt, see, when you're a director or a good director, you can see star quality. Like you can see like you know. I saw it with Fern. Like I could just see it with people. Like, you know. Let me see. What's this? Is this it? No. See, man, this is so long ago. It's not on this drive. But Red was cold, and she knew it. You could tell by the way she looked at the camera. She knew what it was. Let me see. Which one is that one? Cover 3. But this is what I would be going back to. The point of me making all this is to show you this is what I would be going back to. Image file. Because as a director, it's not really hard to, like, you know, get a girlfriend. I mean, it's not. It's and but you could get caught up. You do it the wrong way. Okay, like this one, like these right here. This is when I did the major show photo shoot. I did commercials. I did everything. So that one with the red top sitting down, Puerto Rican. They was letting me know. Back then it was a cool thing. I'm trying to find oh, here's another good shot of Brett. Which one is this? Let me see. All right. See, a lot of people say, you know, they had to leave. They had to leave because they couldn't hang in the U.S. They had to go somewhere else. Not with the Travel OG. So you get a better look. Look at Britt. Like Britt knew what to do, man. Britt knew what to do. Britt was always like she stood out like that was like my version of the Pussycat Dolls. I was trying to narrow it down to 5, but I couldn't decide out of those 6 because the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader one, she was prettier, but the one on the left with the New York shirt, she had more like let's say star quality. Which picture do you guys like? I might want to use one of these from a Ghost Star. Say she dropping it low. Yeah, man. It was like it was a real thing. But I'm saying, but I risk the whole point of me showing you guys this is that even though they putting it out there like that and made it cool for me, like I risk getting in trouble if I crossed any lines. You know what I mean? He said, Drew said, time to sell that whip. Yeah, man, that's my classic 1972 Eldorado convertible, all original. Even the 8-track still works. But yeah, that's my uncle left that for me, man. That's probably gonna be one of the last things I keep. Because I'm going back to sell everything. I'm having a fire sale back at the crib. It's time to let it. It's still got to let it go. Shout out to Theo Wop. Theo Wop, which one do you like, Theo Wop? What is Theo Wop like? But the point I'm making is if I took advantage of the situation of me being in the position of being a director and did any kind of nefarious stuff, you know, that could get me in a lot of trouble. So you have to really be careful. You have to be. Al Green is kicking the A-track. Yeah, it's so funny, Charles. You say that is because what I did was the only thing I did instead of taking out the 8-track, I put a CD player. That's how long I had the car. Put a CD player in the glove compartment. So what I would do is I would only play songs from 1972 in that car. That's Blue Jeans. Yeah, Blue Jeans. She was cool too. Pastor Salve, she was cool too. But any of them, I believe, I could be wrong, but any of them, I think, because of the position I was in, I could, have at least a chance to, make some things happen. But you can't do it in that situation. But that's the kind of thing I wanted to show you the auditions, man. That was after they hired. I had a whole auditioning process. A whole audition process where they would, because this was like the finals. Like I had maybe.
And for all
Now I'm gonna show you star quality right here. Like this one I was doing. No, but it got music. Got music on it.
Different genres.
All right, let me see. This is going on the Patreon, you guys. So I can't show you guys. I'll show you guys a little piece, but because it got music on it. But make sure y'all join the Patreon, man. I can show you all this stuff. I ain't got to worry about the goofiness. Patreon segment Filipino. This is what a real audition was like. So.
Genres?
Yes.
We're doing 5 different genres, guys. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
She says she ready.
I don't think I'm ready to be quite honest. On my stiff.
You were so ready.
Live from beautiful downtown Burbank, it's the Richie Mack Show.
First of all, I'm glad that I got that stamped because the word Richie Mack Show, I've been had the Richie Mack Show. I don't want people to think because other people got names, this show and that show and all that show, but I've had the Richie Mack Show. This was in 2015. So I've had that name Richie Mack Show since 2015.
Yes. She says she ready. I don't think I'm ready to be quite honest. On my stiff.
You were so ready.
Live from beautiful downtown Burbank, it's the Richie Mack Show.
Happy happened to your TV screen. A life full of ghetto dreams, something you never seen. Just showed us how to love. You fucking up in the models and hopping no riders on the Happy Network.
So I would make them switch styles to see if they could dance to any style. Gotta make sure I stop so I don't get hit with copyright.
Hey.
Tell what you got.
Drake, all my life, man.
Okay. So I would shout out to Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap just got out, you guys. Shout out to him. That's how long he been in jail. So anyway, let me see. I can turn the volume down now. But I wanted you guys to hear the interaction I have with them as well. Like because the key to it is to make them feel comfortable because they don't know you, they don't know what you're doing, but and so they'll clam up on you if they don't trust you. They feel like you kind of giving them creep vibes. But once you get them to open up and realize it's all good, Mary Hamilton say she nice. Yeah, Filipina, man. She was dope. I had a Filipina, I had a black girl, and I had a Dominican girl. So yeah, guys. So now the question is, and I want to bring you guys up, man. If you guys want to talk about your experiences, I want to know, would you guys go back? So I want to know if you guys have dated out the Matrix, would you go back to dating? He said, oh, in the graphics you have the twice in the Richie Mack Show. Oh, okay. I got to remember that. Thank you. So you guys let me know, man. So would you guys go back? That's been out, that's dated out. Would you go back to going to what you were doing, or are you gonna stay where you at? I need to know. Let me see what y'all got to say about this, man. While y'all writing in, I'm gonna give y'all the law. 1738. Yep. And I'm gonna drop the link so y'all can don't come up unless you got a real story, like or what it is. I want to know opinion. I want to hear both sides. I want to know if you would go back, if you wouldn't go back, and why. And if you in the Matrix, I want to know why you want to stay. You know what I mean? Let me know. Facebook holler, YouTube holler. Let me know what it is, man. While we're doing that, I'm gonna let me give you guys the intro. I know a lot of y'all missed it. Y'all be showing up late. This is the intro of the subject of the stream. So let go. Welcome back to paradise. As I re-enter the land of smiles, I come to find out there's some cold, hard rules that could get you caught up in 2026 if you're on some goofy ish. Thailand was and still is the ultimate freedom, in my opinion. But as of December 30th, the rules have changed. In the blink of an eye, the game in Thailand just got harder. A look, a comment, a DM, it could cost you 3 years of your life in a Thai prison. This is not clickbait. These are facts. Tonight, we're breaking down the black and white letter of the law with legal experts. If you're here or you plan to come here, you cannot afford to miss this episode. Ignorance is no longer an excuse. But we aren't stopping there. We're going deeper. In part 2, we're asking the question that keeps the internet talking. Once you leave the Matrix, once you experience the love, the peace, and the options overseas, is there any turning back? We're talking to all men, but specifically to the brothers tonight. You've seen the world, you've dated outside the code. The question is simple. Once you go black, do you ever go back? And do our sisters have the same options abroad? They seem to think so, until reality sets in. We're going to bring people live up to tell their stories. We have the panel, we have the facts, and we have the new rules of engagement. This is not a drill. This is reality. Welcome to the Richie Mack Show. Let's get to work. Shout out. Wait a minute, let me make it big. So the question is, would y'all go back? Let me see what some of y'all are saying. Shout out to Africa Islam, the OG of the Zoom tribe. He's part of the tribe. He's from the Zulu Nation, so he's a tribe member. He say, Leo, save us. Hey, Africa Islam, I'm back. So your little one-line emails, I'm back now. Just letting you know. Ronan Travis say he will be going back. Ronan Travis, you going back to the sisters? I got to hear this. Ronan Travis, you need to cam up. You need to cam up. I want to know what you mean by that. What does Danny say? I want to answer this, and the answer is hell no. Once you've been with women who haven't been feminist, indoctrinated, who haven't been ruined by Western culture, you can't undo it. You can't go back. That is a bar right there. Damn, I wish that was a super chat. I'll leave that up. That is a bar. Danny, you want to come up? Come on up. Rona said give it about 3 to 4 years. There's a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that. 3-4 years could change. We got somebody. I need to see you though. I need to see. Oh, there you go. Lee, what's going on, man? Put the thumbs up when you're ready to come up. I can't hear you. You're not up. Yeah, okay. You put the thumb up. Back up a little bit. You're a little close to the camera, but I'm gonna let you come on up, man. Let me hear what you got to say. Hold on. Let me see. Here we go. What up, Lee?
Hey, how's it going?
I can hear you, brother. What's going on, man?
Well, I've lurked in chat before. I just say congratulations to you and many other brothers out there who, well, come on, you're trying to find happiness. The only thing I hate in particular is when we got people who ruin it, but what also I hate more than that, we got people who always just find any select reason, anything, to basically dismiss, disparage, anything to basically, again, just last night, I heard a guy who straight up, and trust me, he was just like, you just don't want to compete with us big dogs out here. And I'm like, excuse me? I'm going to put this in the most logical statement without getting angry because I've gotten sick of this whole thing in general. Shouldn't you be happy about that? Shouldn't you be happy you have all, if not all the puniti you want, but you're angry at grown-ass men, their own money, wanting to go find something different? To me, look, I'm not a mean guy here, but you're basically just saying that you have some sort of fetish towards men who couldn't achieve how you did it, but you want them to stay and deal with whatever BS that comes their way.
Right. Well, you know what I think.
I'm not a mean guy at this. It's just, it gets on my nerves because look, everyone has a different life situation. Everyone's trying to find something out there, trying to find their place in this world. But it gets on my last nerve when, guy who's not even bothering you, but you have something to say, telling them how they should live, how they should be, how this. When I'm like, let him find his way. Let him find his happiness. Look, we got idiots every day doing stupid stuff like this. But here's the thing. You ain't calling out anyone else except the ones who, guess what? Apparently, from how you whining, moaning, whatever it is, apparently you really need them here to be dealing with stuff. Because it turns out the second they walk away, break the narrative, find happiness, that destroys the ego of what you think you are. Realizing one of the simplest facts, forgive me for it, but here it is. You ain't shit, and you just found out.
Damn, Lee. Tell us how you really feel.
Excuse me, I could tell you for days. But when I watch this stuff, look, keep in mind when I say this. I never want to have a rage on the subject. I never do. But I have a rage when it comes down to treating someone who's given their heart, mind, body, and spirit like trash. All to become a status symbol around circles of people who just want to use you for your body. So at the end of the day, I got to put it very simple. There is love out there. There is peace. But the first thing you got to do, give that love to yourself in the right ways. Hear me now, the right ways. It's never about trying to look better than someone, your car, this or that. You got to take care of your mind, body, and spirit before you can find someone else who could help take care of you.
That's a fact. And you know what's funny about
one life.
You get one. You only get one shot at this thing called life. You're absolutely correct. But he's right, man. Lee made a point, you guys. Let's think about the psychology of this. You are mad at somebody else for enjoying their life that doesn't even know you, that don't know who you are, where you live. You over there having fun, showing people you're having fun, and they're mad because you're having fun. You know what that tells me, Lee, when they do that? That tells me that they can't go or they can't afford to go. That's it.
I've had some bouts sometimes when talking to some people, and I'm not trying to focus on it too much, but it would just get me irritated. And if I gave the exact moment which created the irritation, is when I hear someone trying to say some spit like, oh, these are just some weak men going this place, that place, any sort of place. They ain't strong enough to be dealing with stuff. No, it's not about not being strong enough. They've been strong enough. They are tired. And it doesn't matter if some women try to steal this talking point because it's just funny to me. When men have a truth, then I see a lot of these indoctrinated ones come up and just be like, you know, I feel tired too because I'm not being treated right. And excuse me, forgive me for this, but I hate to use this. I really do. But y'all made it where now I just don't care. Here's a fun fact. You shouldn't have opened your legs to whoever and then start crying about how your life is.
Damn. All right, Lee. Hold on, Lee. Lee about to go in. Hey, Lee.
And I'm about to be even cold. Let me make it clear. Let me make how cold I am. This is coming from the Christian virgin.
You're a Christian virgin? You claim to be a Christian virgin? I don't believe you.
Dude, let me make this as clear as day. I was raised to treat women with respect, and also I don't want to be playing around in a cesspool of mess to where I bring a child out into a world of confusion if I don't set up things right. I never slept around, all that. Keep in mind, I'm not perfect, you know, but I do illustrate this. If I'm going to get into a relationship, again, you got to date for a while. But the one thing is this: I'm not letting that child walk in this life confused like I had to. And I'm taking that to the grave.
Okay. You didn't say if you was a virgin, though.
I did. No, I am. I haven't slept around.
Okay. Sleeping around and being a virgin is two different things. A virgin means you have never touched human flesh, inside of a human flesh. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, salute to you, brother. Y'all give him a hand in the clap. Let me see if I can get my my what's name for that. Because that takes serious. Where's my claps at? I just learned how to do this too in my what's name.
Excuse me, it ain't just about having some serious will towards it. It's also about what you deal with in life. Let me put it very simple. When I mention that thing about everyone has something going on with them, the coldest facts come down to this. We have broken households, kids not being taught at a proper age. I'm not acting like I know everything. But again, we're all just trying to navigate life as best as we can. And what comes down to that navigation is making the right choices. Choices that simply say, I'm not going to be like my predecessors. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to be better. And not giving into a world that says what they think you should be.
All right, let me ask you a question. Wait, let me ask you a question. So what is your plan? Like 2026, what are your goals for this year? What do you want to do?
My main goals, first and foremost, I got to handle my situation involving parts of not simply my medical, but let's just say stuff involving my mother's past. I got to find out whatever benefits are going to come along the line there. But I also keep in mind, I have to build up my own, not just my own personal worth, but my financial worth. The difference is it ain't for anybody else but for me. I got to have the money in order to live because, again, no matter where you go, money talks.
Yes. But speaking of money talks, I got to get these super chats out of the way. I'll let you finish. Shout out to Danny says, I want to answer this one. The answer is hell no. Once you've been with women who haven't been feminist indoctrinated, who haven't been ruined by Western culture, you can't undo it. You can't go back. I dare anybody that disagrees with what Danny just said. Those are bars. Not only did he write it, he sent it in a super chat to make sure all you ninjas know what he's saying is the real thing. You know what I mean? AJ Johnson tells you, Lee, you got to bust nuts, but that's your business. So let me give him this $10 holler. You're not hey Lee, you're not offended by my super chats, are you? Because I gotta give one to this.
I ain't offended by it. Excuse me. There's a freedom doctrine that's been preached through the past bro movement, or more cases. Let's say Dennis Sperling, and the fact is, be free, be happy.
Yes, be free,
Why should I be offended by someone trying to live their life?
Well, here we go.
Pink pajamas got you open in the super chat. The pink monkey got you hoping it's like this and like that. Wanna hit it from the back. It's Richie Mac and me. Thanks for the super chat. Pink toe super chat. Pink toe super chat. Pink toe super chat. Pink toe super chat.
Shout out to Danny with the bar. He hit us with the bar. Shout out to Danny. Appreciate it. Dan, I'm just gonna let your thing sit up there until somebody else comes with a super chat. But I gotta read my cash apps, man. I got a couple cash apps. I got one from Terrence Hill in the building. Shout out to Terrence Hill. I got one from Bernard Height, of course, $5 holler, and Vaughn. Shout out to you, man. He's saying it to you, Vaughn. He's saying, Lee, preach. He's saying, preach, Lee. So let me get him something, man. Let me get him something to let him know we appreciate him. When we give him something, we give him one of these new super chats. I'm gonna give you this pretty Ty Tony Braxton. Y'all know some of y'all follow her. I call her the Ty Tony Braxton.
Pretty brown girl, no, she got it. Got me on a hook and she knows it. With the kind of vibe you can't control it, but yeah, got me singing on. She a pretty brown girl. Got me singing on. She a pretty brown girl. Got me singing on. She a pretty brown girl. Got me singing on. She tight, she Cambodian. Yeah, she makes the skin is flawless. Her body is lawless. Halle Berry haircut make you wanna run it up. Richie Mac.
shout out to my guys with the $5 holla over there. It's 3 guys, so I got to give them another one too. Leader, the people in the chat, man, they supporting you, man. But some people you say you got to release. Now, I'm not trying to get in your personal business, but I know you got to.
No, let me make it very clear. Yes, all men got to release. Don't think I'm not. But screw it. Don't think I don't handle myself.
There
but
you
the
go.
other thing
right, get that out of the way.
But the other thing I got to put down. But the other thing I got to put.
Okay, just make sure you clear what you say. I want to get demonetized. What were you gonna say?
Here's the thing. Yes, all men have to release, but one thing that comes into play is this: the honor of your soul and your spirit. At the end of the day, I saw a lot of things I didn't like growing up, and I didn't want to be anything like it.
Got you. Next,
and one thing that comes clear is this.
Here we go. Oh my God! Hold on. Stay with it.
That's what Lee be doing. Hey, I get it. We all, yeah.
But here's my point. Here's my point. We all got it, but here's the thing. You also got to remember one of the things in particular when it comes down to a relationship. This is a human being. I didn't get my chance to properly date because my situation was very different growing up, whether it be from the loss of my mother to growing up around my brother and his wife, then to having to walk out to find my own way, especially escaping from a bad situation. But the difference is this. You have to build yourself first, gain your confidence, and become something. The difference is we got people all over now trying to spit this about, that's all you got to do. You don't need to be walking out here. Shut up. Excuse me? Freedom is the word of the day. And quite frankly, anyone who wants to fight against it doesn't understand the real term of it.
Let them know.
You get one life. I don't care how many times I say it. One. This is a big, beautiful world worth exploring. And if you're lucky to find someone that's willing to love you for you, regardless of who they look like, be happy. Bring something new into the world. When I see people try to even disparage mixed kids, this is all I got to say. There aren't a bunch of races across the world. We all are different when it comes to biology. But everyone's just a different color of wheat, grass, or God knows what. When you're able to create a child, regardless of where they come from, two coming together, you bring a new aspect into the world to create a better future. Don't demonize kids that have two different lines. Appreciate them.
Who are we talking to, though? I think because we all agree with you, man. I don't know who we talking to, but I hear you on the pulpit getting busy, man. Who are you talking to specifically?
Excuse me, it's not just about who I'm talking to. It's about a whole narrative that goes around because everyone wants to get weird about getting all touchy-feely and spit. Yes, there's money. Yes, there's family. But you want to know what's the most important thing? What you bring out and what sort of legacy you leave in this world.
All right, Lee.
How I put it is this. I'd rather have a legacy defined and divined by the Lord Almighty that's able to bring something better for the next generation than one plagued by ignorance and maliciousness.
We agree. And the crowd and the church said amen. We agree with that. Now let me move on to the next thing that we got to talk about. So Lee, you haven't been out of the country, I take it, right?
I've lived in America for most of my life.
Okay, you got to do something about that when you get a chance. When you're financially able, it's the first thing you got to do, bro. That's
one day, but remember, it all comes in time.
Yeah, of course. AJ said, "I'm gonna back Lee up with them 3 ladies from the movie, the 3, the hard way, the Asian, the white, and the black girl." Okay, they with you, Lee. They rocking with you. So you guys, like I said, man, I'm gonna be on for about 10 more minutes. So if you guys want to get it in, what you guys got to say, let me know.
Well, another thing I got to give to you, because I'm not gonna keep you. I don't know if you got someone else on the call or whatever, but I still just want to say God bless to you, brother. Because again, there are so many out here who don't even, all men really want at the end of the day within their life is at least one select opportunity to know what it's like to be loved unconditionally and by a woman who wants to be there. And when I see the demonization, indoctrination, again, every sort of other thing that simply says this, instead of being loved, no, I want you as a concu, sir. I want you here when I need you, and then when I don't, I can kick you to the side. Well, all I got to say is, bug that. All right? You got your own little messed up problems. You can't seem to find your own essence of confidence, and you feel so insecure. You apparently got to go get a BBL like a certain somebody. I'm not going to say who. But all I got to say is love your body, ladies. You get one of these, and when you end up trying to make it fit someone else's directive, or again, you're trying to impress the sisterhood, you're missing out on one of the most important things to life, what it means to have someone who's there for you. Not just simply through the thick and the thin, but it's the person who, guess what? It's not just when they come home after a hard day. It's the fact that when you could get a warm hug that simply says, I'm here for you.
In other words, he's saying something meaningful and something real. And he's right. and he's right, you guys. He's saying some real stuff, man. Man, I want to thank you so much, Lee, for coming up, bro. You definitely speak from the heart, and you speak the truth, man. I want to thank you so much for that, man.
I'm 29 years old, for crying out loud. I'm still trying to find my way. But the thing I take peace in is knowing that I'm in God's hands, even when I don't know what to do with myself.
Okay. Shout out to Chris Baby. So, man, shout out to you, Lee, man. Thank you so much for coming up, bro. How long you been watching Zoom to Thailand? How long you been rocking with the Zoom tribe?
I forget how long, but I still remember the time when you introduced us to your lovely lady. And all I gotta say is, I'm proud.
Go ahead. She back in the room. What you gonna say?
This is all I gotta say. I'm proud of you, my brother. Because guess what? A standard is set.
You got to say hi to Lee. Lee is saying he's proud of me. Okay. Oh, for Thune? Okay, just real quick. Say hi to Lee.
I'm proud of you both. Come on, excuse me. There's something about when men who are truly happy for one another can appreciate and say, yeah, I'm happy my brother got someone who loves him. I'm happy. She loves him. I'm just happy. He's happy with someone who makes him happy.
All right, baby. Thank you. All right, Lee, man, thank you so much for coming up and sharing with us, brother, man. You're always welcome, man, on the channel whenever I do a panel, man. So appreciate you. Stay stable, stay a virgin, man. Save it till you get to Thailand, all right?
Well, not simply Thailand. Look, it's who God brings to me. I'm not picky, but one thing I understand is this. God brings you a helpmate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just someone for you to get your rocks off with.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, brother. Y'all shout out to Lee, man. Lee came up with some real stuff, man. I like it. I shot